This time on Kim's Rude Awakenings, the Gallia family, whose home is one of the strangest on the block. The master bedroom is a dumping ground, the living room has a bed in it, and the dishes are done in the bathtub.
It's a whole disaster.
Things are so bad that Donna Marika is ready to leave it all behind.
That's why I have a job right now, because I've been saving up to go away from home.
It's time for Kim Woodburn and Mike Shalhoub to fix this home and set this family straight.
I'm not a doctor. You're nuts!
Britain's Queen of Clean, Kim Woodburn, is traveling the world with lifestyle expert Mike Shalhoub on a very special assignment. Their mission: to identify, confront, and rehabilitate messy, disorganized families and bring pride back into their homes. This time, Kim and Mike have a massive job on their hands with the Gallia family, comprising Dad Mark, Mom Deborah, Mark's daughter Marika, and son Benjamin. 10 years ago, Mark pulled his house apart to do renovation, but he's never completed any of the jobs, which has left it looking more like a construction site.
You know, I'm a nice, neat guy underneath. This is just an illusion.
Living this way is pretty difficult. You adjust, you do, but not happily.
Although the Gallias would love to have people over, the mess makes it next to impossible.
You can't really bring anybody into the place. and I really like, you know, I like entertaining.
But the ongoing renovation has left the Gallias without any room that functions as it should.
Most of the time I don't think about the fact that I'm washing bed in the same tub that I wash the dishes in. But when I do think about it, it's kind of worrying. You do wonder what's lurking in there.
The state of the house is too much for Marika, and she's ready to leave.
It wouldn't be a problem for me to stay with my mom all the time. My mom would love that.
But Marika worries about what that would mean for her baby brother Benjamin.
This is my baby grabbing scissors. You know, I just want things to be better for him. He's the one that's gonna have to live in this house his whole life.
With so much work left undone, the problems are piling high, and that is the Gallia's big issue. Projects get started and never get finished. Kim and Mike need to save this family. Get ready, Gallias. Here comes a very rude awakening.
Good morning, Gallia family. It's Kim and Mike here. We're here to sort you out.
Your house is topsy-turvy and your lives seem to be a big mess.
You start off, if you never finish, things are gonna change.
Gallia family, this is your rude awakening. Let's go, Kim.
Oh, get it, honey. I'm standing in a room, I don't know what it is. Could you enlighten me? Because I've got a bed here, but I've got a living room fireplace there. We've got an aquarium in the corner.
We have our computer room over here.
So, what would you describe this room as?
Convenient living space.
Convenient? You know, you may think you're funny, but I don't find you amusing. We're here because we have heard tell that you're a starter, not a finisher. Am I right?
Yeah.
Because you've done nothing for years, have you?
It's taken a while getting around to some stuff, yeah.
What about this poor child? Do you bring your friends in here?
Oh, obviously not, right? Yeah.
Whenever they ask, I have too much shame. No.
Oh, boy.
What breaks your heart?
I've brought people home, and it's strange because you walk in, and almost before you reach the door, you just want to say, I'm sorry. I apologize in advance.
Joe, Kim, wait. You're gonna die. Okay, hold on. Let me make some room. Just a minute. All right. Kim, can you see everything okay?
Very nice to me, love. I'm not complaining.
Okay.
No, all right. What's this room?
This is the master bedroom.
And why haven't you moved into it? It looks fairly well turned out. Why hasn't it moved in?
It's not completely finished, like the lighting fixture. It's one thing I wanted to do.
So you're telling me you have stayed in that room for the sake of fixing that?
That's basically where it boils down to.
Can I, look, I'm not a doctor. You're nuts!
Some would say.
What is this room? This is the playroom?
What? No.
What? Guys, can you please come in here, please? We're trying to figure out what room this is.
It's our kitchen.
Well, you've got no floor for a start, you've got a soft floor.
It's the
Some floor, yeah.
Okay, wait. We're missing a fridge as well.
Yes, it's in the other room.
It's out there.
What is this pipe sticking out of the sauna? What is it?
That's where the sink goes.
Can I ask you a question? It might seem obvious to you, it's not to me. Where do you wash your dishes?
I can show you.
Are these dishes drying in the bowl here?
Yes, they are.
So where do you wash them then?
In the bathtub.
We need to talk, we really do.
This family has got some real issues. It's time for Kim and Mike to regroup.
We've got to restore this house so that they can enjoy it. They can enjoy what they've got. And little Marie can bring her mates in. See, I feel sad about that.
We have to divide and conquer.
Yeah, you can have him. I'm not even asking.
No patience for him?
I feel like smacking him right in the chops.
Well, what are you going to do with her?
Well, I'm going to take her with the baby. I'm going to give her advice on that.
Then I will take the father, and I'm going to teach him how to start a project and finish a project.
Well, good luck to you.
More tea, doll?
Yes, thank you so much. Do you know, Matt, you are really a gentleman, aren't you?
Thank you.
I wish at times, though, and don't take this wrong, that you could be a little bit rough, you know, a little bit rough edges and stuff.
You wouldn't be able to handle me.
I could try, couldn't I? I mean, I'd like to try if you bet me.
Right now, daughter Marika is powerless against her father's ever-growing house of junk.
I just recently came back from camping and I found my dad's car radiator on my bed that he was fixing because he says he couldn't find a surface to work on. So he used my bed.
But today, the balance of power is gonna shift. It's time for the switch.
Your daughter, who I think has got a massive brain here and knows how to use it. And since she's the one that's fed up on never bringing friends home, she's the boss right now. We've made her the boss. We want to get your bedroom back as a master bedroom. And you've got to fix that light, haven't you?
So
Get all that done.
Oh, it's called work.
Ourselves?
Yes, you've got to get off your bum, dear.
Let's go.
All right, guys, this is the plan. First, you, Deb, are gonna start packing boxes. You are gonna go and get that light fixture from the closet that's been sitting there for years, and you're gonna put it up once and for all. Ready? Get started. Everything out, clear a space for yourself, in and out. We're gonna show you that what we haven't done in years, we can do in a few hours, so let's go.
You're absolutely right.
Deb, up and down the stairs, come on. Pack it up nice and high, make your trips efficient.
The work is finally getting done, but this switch may be too much for Mark and Deb to handle.
Dad, faster. You're dilly-dallying.
Give me time. I'm running up and down the stairs as fast as I can, but fastly.
The Gallias are living in an almost uninhabitable home. Like most families, everyone has an excuse.
The dishwasher's here, just in a box.
But the Gallias' big issue is that no project ever gets finished.
Because you've done nothing for years, have you?
Kim and Mike want the Gallias to learn how to finish things that they've started.
We gotta change things up around here a little bit.
So now the family is attempting to turn their junk room back into a master bedroom.
Move it out so we have some quick trips.
Daughter Marika is taking charge.
Those are day-to-day used clothes that should be hung up in the closet.
Closet now, it's like back in the day for months.
Yeah, because it should have been done a while ago. We're doing everything today.
This exercise is getting things done, but is Deb's ego getting in the way?
It can be a little bit different having a 14-year-old telling you what to do. Obviously, it's usually the other way around.
Piece of luggage?
Despite the animosity, Marika is maintaining her newfound authority and standing her ground.
Things got pretty heated. People were getting a bit irritated, a little bit pissed off. But I mean, it's all for a good cause.
And it's working. After years of stalling, Mark is finally completing a project.
All right, we got the light done.
Light's working.
22 minutes. How long has that been like that for, that damaged man?
Few years.
A few years for the sake of 22 minutes.
Okay, you know what?
You've done
Next
it.
step, let's do the bed.
Come on.
Come on, let's get it going.
I'm somewhat embarrassed it didn't get done sooner. And now that that part of it is complete, I'm happy.
But before the marital bed is reinstated, the floor needs a proper cleaning.
Soft brush, soft to sweep. taken this, I put it under a warm tap, lightly warm, okay? And it's a make-do. Hold that, I'm gonna tie it over here. This is all these floors take once you've had them treated. They are an absolute breeze to keep clean. I've just taken an old tea towel, warm water. Oh, now, always clean your wood on grain. That is all I'm doing. 1, bring it back. 2. You never put anything harsh cleaner on here, ever, 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 ever. I'm going on the grain, my love. And you see the floor, look now like that. You'll be surprised. You take the surplus dust, that's your floor done. Let's go and get the bed in.
Wonderful. Come on, let's go. All right, guys, so bring it in.
After 6 years of separate sleeping quarters, Deb and Mark can finally share the same bed.
Thanks to your daughter, you've done a jolly good day's work. You've got a bedroom. You're going to join your husband tonight?
I guess I have to.
Oh, you poor soul.
I'm excited.
Seeing how easily the bedroom came together, Mark is eager to start tackling even more projects around the house.
I've composed my list of the things that you haven't done in your home. Here we go. And these are all the things that you've started in your home and haven't finished.
That's a lot of stuff.
Mike's giant list is great for making a point.
I like this will stop the lazy days.
But now Mark needs a practical solution for completing all of his unfinished jobs around the house.
Mark, I want to give you a couple of tips to make your life a little easier so you can do things properly and get things done. First thing, to-do list. I need you to write everything down. Then you pick 3 items on that list, and I want you to complete them that day. Second one, do you like music, Mark?
I love music.
Yeah, good. I want you to be entertained while you're doing your job. So play your favorite music at all times while you're doing your job.
Sounds like a good idea.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I want you to start things, I want you to work on them, and then I want you to finish them. It's a very simple formula. Do you ever read?
Yeah.
Have you read full books?
Yeah, actually I have.
Start to the end?
Yeah.
So treat this like a book.
This is a pretty big book.
It's a big book. It's a horror story, actually. I'll leave this to you, okay? You go. Okay, very good. Looks like don't wreck the list. Don't watch yourself. Watch that. Thank you.
I think that the rest of the house will actually come together fairly quickly because I've seen that it can be done.
The Gallias are beginning to get it, but they still have a long way to go. And there's plenty more for this family to learn.
You haven't swept this floor for 2 years. You lazy article.
The Gallias start projects and never finish them. And that's got daughter Marika ready to walk out the door.
Home should be a calming place. Home should be home, right? It should feel somewhere where you're comfortable. But I don't feel that way. I walk in and it's just a mess.
We need to get on all 4s. Can you manage it?
I can manage it.
To get things on the right track, Kim is showing Deb how to make things safer for baby Benjamin.
I want us to be at the height he's at. Okay. To see what he sees, you see. You see? Now, let's get round here. You bend, you're crawling round. What are you seeing? What are you seeing?
Lots of things to get into. Dirt.
Oh, good. In the truck road, isn't there?
Garbage can.
Yes. Oh, he could be at the garbage can. He could be very ill. Keep going, keep going. Oh, now he is tall. He could bump right there. He's tall enough, isn't he? That, I would like to bump. That is nasty.
Yeah.
He could be hospitalised. I think these are ingenious because little soul bangs his head. He bumps it, and he bumps it on there, especially there. This is rather sticky inside. They're very spongy. Got an adhesive here. Any corner, sharp corner you see, that goes on there. Put your hand on that, look. If he bumped his noodle on that...
Oh, wow, it's cushy.
It's spongy and lovely. Yeah. He might bruise, he won't cut.
No, not
He
at all.
bumped himself on that metal.
Oh, yeah.
By Jove, he'd be very badly cut. So that's wonderful. Because we always bang our noodles, don't
Oh,
we?
yeah.
So let's keep going, my love. Oh, look here, Debbie, dear.
The bed was here for 2 years.
Are you telling me you never clip? You lazy article. You haven't swept this floor for 2 years. Let's go along here. Oh, look at now. What's that attached to? Is that live? Is it live? Do you know I'm puffed? Are you puffed out? Oh, God. Last time I lay on the floor was on my honeymoon, love. Oh, gosh. You've all been through it, haven't you? No. But you see now, that's dangerous too. You can stick it in his eye, stick it in his ear, you know. So I've made my point, haven't I?
Yes, you have.
The clearer you keep this house, the safer your lovely, lovely baby's gonna be. Right?
Honey.
You know, on a wooden floor, when it's just been a finished floor, if you just put this down and say to him, all right, lie on that, it slides. There is no way he'll slide all over the floor, okay? But if you buy this is about $5. This is rubber. Good. This doesn't slip. There you go there. Especially if he was a baby that hadn't yet walked, he's sort of trying to crawl. He couldn't go further. Down I put about $5 worth. Will you listen to these tips, please? Will you listen to the tips?
Thank you. I think that's yours.
Now in here, right.
Yes.
Try and pay attention.
I am trying.
We put this on here, right.
Yeah.
And therefore, when he's on it, so I'm really pushing. Do push, please push. It won't go any further. Therefore, he's safe. Get on there and see what you think. Go on, try and push that along. Go on, can you push that along? I think he's away. I'll leave you to it. You're a terrible television presenter, you are. So, OK, that's the idea. That wash is on a cold wash, and this wash is a good old cheap shop. Good enough, good enough. But let's whip that up. Now, I'm going to show you something else that really concerns me. Now, let me show you what I mean. He's here, that's his height. He wants his little lorry out.
Yep.
What you don't see is, you need to seal these off. And all you do is, in you go. What? Go on, put it in. In it goes. Now, it's a very tight fit, super.
Yes.
It takes an adult to pull it out. Should do, which is what the idea. He shouldn't be able to get that out. I'm very concerned you don't have a faceplate on here. We're safe here. We are not safe here. In fact, we are open to the elements. That is very dangerous. A child could stick a knife in there. Please, we need to go to the shop yesterday. We'll certainly go today and get all these faceplates to make the little boy safe.
Yep.
Everyone is pitching in, and no surface is being left untouched. This is definitely a work in progress.
I think the toughest thing to change is always yourself. But I do sincerely want to make the biggest effort that I can to have a proper living space for myself and Mark and Benjamin and Marika.
If we're not all prodded and pushed by each other, I think we're going to lose motivation. And I think us working as a team is going to be essential.
Things are coming along, but the Gallias have been in this position before.
I'm not sure why nothing in the house gets finished. There's so much that needs to be done. It's almost like you don't know where to start.
Cleaning is one thing. Making the house livable is another story. Let's see if the Gallias are ready for Kim and Mike's final challenge.
We've got one last challenge for you.
The final challenge.
We're going away for 7 days because we want you to put your kitchen in. You're going to do your sink, you're going to do your kitchen. You've got it all here in this house, haven't you?
Yep.
And you said you're capable of doing it. You did the light.
Yep.
So for 7 days we're going. But when we come back, you better have it done well done.
It will be done.
Cabinets, sink, dishwasher, and flooring. The Gallias have everything they need to get this kitchen sink drama together.
I'm pretty proud of myself.
But can 10 years of incomplete projects really be finished in 7 days?
I am thinking, how the hell are we going to get this done on time? Can't got the glue on this one.
The Gallia family is in the middle of a week-long challenge to finish every project in their 3-bedroom home, including a complete kitchen renovation.
I glued the wrong side? Yeah, you got the wrong side. Huh.
But for a family that starts things and never finishes them, this is not such a simple task.
I only got so much time.
And in this challenge, failure is not an option.
I do not want Kim and Mike walking in here, finding this place not finished. Do that and we're dead.
So the Gallias have enlisted some very talented friends to keep the kitchen renovation on track.
Yeah, I'm a little bit scared because we've got a deadline to meet and it seems like there's still a lot of work to do in that time. But I'm scared and excited at the same time. Looking forward to it.
Mark is overseeing construction, while Deb and Marika are teaming up to tackle the clutter, reorganize the rooms, and get rid of the junk.
Cheese. It's peppered cheese.
But Dad's new go-getter attitude is creating some unexpected tension in the Gallias' home.
Whatever I say, you do.
All right.
Understood?
Hey, I'm understanding.
Perfect.
Master, baby. Gotcha. It's really frustrating when you all have ideas for how things should be done, and you don't want to hurt each other's feelings, but at the same time, you know, we want to get things done our way.
My biggest fear is that we get busy and not much happens, and Kim and Mike come back at the end of the week and we're really embarrassed.
But their 7 days are up. Now it's time for Kim and Mike to judge whether the transformation is complete, including the kitchen sink.
I'm wonderful.
A week has passed, my dear.
How you do it? So fast.
Are you ready, please?
Yeah, I hope so.
Look, I can't believe this is the same place.
Oh my gosh. A floor,
This is beautiful.
cabinets, a sink,
The dishwasher that was there for...
6 years. 6 years? In a box.
What do you think of it? I love it.
After 10 years of making excuses for the mess, the Gallias are finally proud of their home. Let the celebrations begin.
I can't believe it. Doesn't look like the same house.
It took about 6 years to get around to doing what was about 1 week's worth of work. But he got it done. The week is up.
And just in case there are any lapses in this metamorphosis, Kim and Mike have prepared photographs for the family on the wall of shame. Before their rude awakening, Mark and Deb slept in separate rooms and their bedroom was being used as a dumping ground. Now the clutter has been cleared out and the marital bed is back in business.
That can't be the same house. Anymore for me. It's like night and day.
Their kitchen was unusable with no sink, no fridge, and no floor. But after 7 days of hard work, the kitchen has been reinstated and dishes will be reserved for the kitchen sink alone.
So that's what it used to look like.
That's what he used to look like.
I'd already forgotten.
The family room was a bedroom, an office, and a living room. But the whole family helped to revive it, and now everyone is enjoying their new living space.
So enjoy your house, everybody.
And thank you for the kick in the pants.
You're very welcome, dear. I can assure you.
Kim's rude awakening has worked. The Gallias have completed all of their unfinished projects, and now even Marika is proud to be a part of this home.
We pulled a lot of all-nighters. We all worked really, really hard, so it's all been well worth it.
This really has been a miracle. I'm shocked it actually happened.
We just dug down, we just started, we took one thing at a time, finished it off, moved on to the next one, and one thing led to another, and next thing you know, we're at where we are today. You done good, kid.
Thank you.
This time on Kim's Rude Awakenings.
I can't do it all myself.
Mama's little slackers don't like to clean.
I work. I don't have time to do that. I'll be as ignorant as I want.
I can't deal with it and stop caring.
And Kim and Mike are here to snap them out of their messy little worlds.
How can you live like this?
You and your brother are the biggest slobs I've ever met in my life.
I want to kick them both out of the house. That's how angry I get.
It's disgusting, and it's stopping now.
Domestic diplomats Kim Woodburn and Mike Shalhoub are on a serious mission. Their goal? To to identify and confront messy and disorganized families and bring some sanity back into their lives and homes. This time, Kim and Mike take on the Nichols. Dad Mike is retired, Mom Linda is retired and on disability, and they have 2 grown kids at home, Chris and David.
I need help with this. I need you guys to pitch in. I can't do it all myself. My place never looked like this, and now it looks like this. The boys do nothing. What we need is less garbage.
Definitely nothing in here is mine.
That is a fallacy, and you know it.
Chris and David are 2 strapping young men who act more like overgrown children and come up with a mess of excuses to not help their parents.
It's just looking around. I can't deal with it, and I just stopped caring.
Me and my brother Chris were never really taught how to do anything. Probably could have if we really wanted to, but we didn't want to.
I think they see it. Mom doesn't do anything, so why should I?
Linda's arthritis severely limits her ability to clean. And Mike has taken charge of battling with the boys, but he's failing miserably.
Get in my room. Don't be ignorant. I'll be as ignorant as I want. I'd rather not do it, so I'm just not gonna do it.
I've given up. I just can't keep up with it anymore.
I want to kick them both out of the house. That's how angry I get.
Linda has one last hope, so she's called Kim and Mike for a rude awakening.
Good morning, Nickel family. You're living in squalor. Chris and David, you're both capable men in your 20s, and it's time you help your parents out. Nickel family, this is your rude awakening.
Nichols family?
Yes?
Kim,
Mike, Kim, you sent for us, didn't you?
Yes, we did. We need you.
Please, dear.
Let's go.
Come on in.
Oh my gosh.
What is the problem, dear? What is it?
I tried to keep up with the house and the family, and I couldn't anymore. And they don't help. They say I don't do it, so why should they?
What do you do for a living?
I'm a janitorial technician.
Oh, please. You're about to get the pink slip if there's anything to go on. What do you do?
I'm an engineering student.
Oh, you know.
And the reason why we don't help out Mom and Dad is because we're
Not having enough time.
Don't talk rubbish. You're not little boys anymore. It's disgusting. And it's stopping now. Don't muck around.
Just calm down.
All right.
I think we should see the house.
Oh, yes. Let's now visit your bedrooms.
Oh.
Linda and Mike have definitely surrendered to the mess the boys created, and their own bedroom reflects it.
This is the,
You think it couldn't get
Hold
worse?
on, hold on. I just don't understand. Do you both actually sleep in this bed?
No.
What? But you're married.
Yes.
And where do you sleep?
I sleep in the living room in the chair.
Why? What?
Over 2 years.
Why?
Because I can't get to that side of my bed.
You're throwing away good years here, girl, aren't you? We're here to sort you out.
No more negative energy in this house. Let's check on their sons.
Let's go.
Thank you.
All right. Chris.
Look at this.
Chris. This is your bedroom? Do you think this is a livable bedroom?
No.
Do you actually watch that screen?
I try to.
You watch this. Get out, you untidy devil.
Kim and Mike's nerves are about to be stretched even further as they inspect David's room.
Oh, in the name of the heavens.
You and your brother are the biggest slobs I've ever met in my life. Aren't you a janitor? Don't you clean for a living?
Yes.
What hours do you work at this job?
8-hour shift.
So what about the other 16 hours in the day?
It isn't that simple.
I think you think we're simple.
Now, rumor has it you also live in the basement?
Yeah, I took over the basement.
Now, does the basement look like this?
Yes, but it's not all mine.
All right, let's go.
You don't seem as if you're even alive. You are alive, are you?
I am alive.
I want to see this basement.
Come on, love. You're
Come
20 years of
Come
age. You've
on.
got the energy of a snail to you.
This is the world's biggest garbage can.
Now look, this is a Nutters family, and you're all hoarders.
This is unhealthy living. What is this?
I work. I don't have time to do that.
Kim.
Put it down, make me sick.
Kim and Mike certainly have their hands full with the not-so-shiny Nichols. They'll need to teach Chris and David how to take responsibility, get rid of their stuff that's taking over their parents' house, change the entire family's pack-rat ways, and get Linda out of her chair and into the bedroom.
Each and every person in this family is a hoarder.
Oh, absolutely. They don't really want to get rid of it. They want to, but they don't want to make the effort themselves. That worries me, you know. What are you going to do?
We need to get Mom and Dad both into that bedroom, and we need them to clear it out.
Look, I don't think Mum's well, but I'll say this to you now. She could be doing more, and the father as well. Now.
If we do get that bedroom cleared out, I promise to get a little bit of magic back in that room, if you know what I mean.
Yes! I've always liked young men, me.
You're not my type, Kim, clearly.
You know, you think you're it, don't you? But you ain't all that! Come down here.
But first on Kim and Mike's agenda is to slap some sense into these slacker boys by giving them their wake-up call.
Gentlemen, do you understand why we are here? Your house is a mess, and you are to blame. True, Mom and Dad?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes?
I'll agree with that.
You're both in full health. Your parents aren't, so you're going to pay the price.
Coming up, Chris and David have messed up their parents' house for years. Now Mom and Dad will make a mess out of them.
Rise in the kisseroo.
I need you guys to pitch in. I can't do it all myself.
Men, children, Chris and David have taken over their parents' house.
You're not little boys anymore.
The boys have made a habit out of turning their home into one big filthy mess. Time for Mom and Dad to get their revenge by making a filthy mess out of them.
All right, let's begin.
Come on, crack that egg. Yes! I want mustard. Mustard. Get it everywhere. Pay that price. Feel the dirt.
Are you feeling the pain yet?
Yes.
Are you feeling the pain?
Yes. Get it in there. You having fun? That's what I'd like to see. Mama's on a roll.
Rise in the kisseroo.
I love you dearly. Yes.
It's so cool.
This is what your house smells like. This is what your house looks like. Your house can't look like this anymore. Lesson learned?
Is it yes, or do you want
Is that
more?
a yes or a no?
What about you, Dave? And watch what you say to me. I'm gunning for you. Have you learned your lesson?
Yes.
You're fit and healthy. You should do most of the cleaning. Are you prepared to do this rather than father?
Yes.
We'll be back, you little tykes. Your mother's in her element. Ma, how do you feel, Linda?
That was fantastic.
Oh, do you want to do it again?
Oh, no.
All right, go on. Your parents have had mercy. You stink.
The boys did need a lesson, and I'm so glad I could help in it.
And I still think revenge is sweet.
We're gonna clean up ourselves in our house. Starting now.
Starting now, Chris is gonna learn an awful lot about cleaning, and it begins in the bathroom.
That's all feces, you see. I've got sandpaper. This is a 600, a very mild one. Now, you see you've got pee-pees and dried feces on here. My mild sandpaper, no scratches, is 600. Under here, getting it all off. Oh, by Jay, it's coming off. Do you know, when I get feces off a loo, it's been on for years, it cheers me up. And if you clean this toilet regularly, it won't happen again, lovey. There's no other way, my love, you can do it.
How do you avoid all the copper from turning green?
You want plastic covers, a plastic seat. It's hygienic, and you shouldn't have a wooden seat in your house. I'm sorry, it's the truth. Nothing I can do about that.
Toilet seats, definitely plastic. No wood.
Now, get on your knees. I love a man on his knees, you know. Get the sandpaper and scrub underneath. I want to see you get rid of it. Can you feel it moving? You're getting any pieces in your hands. Did you get down there in the bowl? Mate, do this bit here that's showing. There is the beautiful, beautiful. Look how white that is. Would you smell down that toilet now?
Would I smell down it?
Yes.
I think so.
Go on. You should be able to eat your dinner off your bowl of your toilet. If you can't, you dirty beggars.
With Chris sorted out in the bathroom, Kim moves on to the next smelly task, David's bedroom. She'll teach him how to tackle one of the more odorous elements polluting his room.
I'm going to put a lovely, fresh fragrance on your mattress. I've got here bicarbonate of soda, baking soda, okay? It's a natural deodorizer. And all I'm going to do, it is so simple, it's ridiculous. I just rub it in, lovey. I would normally leave that on about 15 minutes. Right? Now, you see it's a jolly good vacuum of yours, this. Ha, ha, ha. Not yet have I finished, I'm telling you. I've got here potpourri. This is just a very pretty light tea fragrance. Isn't it lovely? All I do, I grind it quite small. I'm just going to rub all these in. I know it sounds awfully silly, well, you think, isn't she mad?
I actually had no idea that a mattress needed to be cleaned.
Well, look, the body perspires, and this does go through a bit to the mattress after a few months, my love. I'd leave that on another quarter of an hour. Isn't it lovely? Isn't it smashing? How fresh is that compared with the other end?
This one's better?
Yeah. That mattress smells almost brand new. I'm going to leave you to it, but I do think it works.
Green tea. There's a very big difference between what it was before and what it was after the potpourri. Overall, it smells and looks good, better.
David finishes making his bed fresh and fragrant. Then Kim and Mike call on the whole family to learn the delicate art of decluttering by helping to reclaim Mike and Linda's bed.
If you look out the window, we've specially prepared this big chute. Till we get this clear, can't get the house clean. And if there's anything good in there, our boys will sort it and take the good stuff to charity.
Okay. All right, here we go. Let's start with this. Feel the power of letting it go.
Let's get loads done.
A book. Go. Go. Out.
That's my Christmas tree skirt.
Wait a second. The Christmas tree skirt is in the bed?
Don't ask questions, Dib.
The Holy Bible.
Oh,
Bless this family. Not out. We don't need to get rid of the Bible.
I'm sorry, Lord, about that.
Yes, amen.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
It's my clock.
It's a clock.
Can you
It's
fix
okay.
that, Mike?
Yep.
Did you just slip?
Oh,
It fell. Go.
go.
Not my bra.
Not the bra.
Blimey, I thought my knuckles were big. Who's having my job? Biggles. But it does.
Oh, that stays.
This box? Wait a minute.
I gotta show you bonds from 1918.
Wow. They should be in the bank.
Why don't you take them down?
Where's the
to
bag for the bank? Whoa! Whoa! Kim!
What is that? What is that on my
Marshmallows.
They
Oh, they're
We
well
can go.
gone.
Those are mine.
Well, they shouldn't be in here then, should they now? How long have you been accumulating this stuff on this bed? There's honey, thank you.
That's right.
I've seen a lot of stuff coming out. It's the most I've seen in the last decade come out.
That's it. We're done.
That's it! What happened in my bedroom was a miracle.
It gives you an inspiration for the rest of the rooms to do the same thing.
This is a beginning to an end because there's so much more in this house that needs to get done.
The Nichols have made a great start, but there's still lots to learn when it comes to clutter.
I'm still trying to figure out who this mess belongs to.
I can blame for everything.
But how did it get here?
Some of these clothes have probably been hovering around in limbo for...
But how did it get up here into the living room?
That's not me.
Not mine.
If the boys could give just some help, take some of the load off Mike. They know what to do. They need to get off their duffs and do it.
Chris, we've done you a favor. We don't want your mom and dad to feel that pain and agony anymore that you just leave all your stuff lying around the house for them to pick up. That's got to stop. So Kim and I have done you a favor.
Coming up, it's a father and son face-off.
Don't be ignorant. I'll be as ignorant as I want.
The Nichol family household is overrun with dirt, junk, and bad attitude.
I work. I don't have time to do that.
I want to kick them both out of the house.
So Kim and Mike are here to give these bad boys a serious adjustment.
Have you learned your lesson?
Right now, Chris will learn another lesson about leaving his junk around the house.
What we did was we went around the house and we gathered all of your things and put them in your room. Why don't you show, Kim? Go on, look in your room. There you have it.
That you have no choice now but to tidy that room. Because if you don't, you can't go to bed, can you? That's your choice.
Yeah.
What it is stinking there.
Oh.
Now, what are you going to do? What's your choice?
I guess I'm gonna have to tackle this.
Well, we don't.
No.
don't-
Well, be a man about this, and we need you to tackle this today.
Yep.
Now, we'll leave you to it, all right? Couple of hours? Come on, play the game. Let's go.
And get your brother involved, too.
Have a nice sleep.
The floor or the bed? I'd pick the bed.
I'm definitely a pack rat, I'd say. It's just been a lifetime of collecting stuff, and I could tell you right now, I want most of it gone.
While Chris begins clearing the clutter out of his room, Mike helps Dad get his newly cleaned out bedroom ready for Linda to sleep in for the first time in over 2 years.
I want to make this room a haven of love for you and your wife.
Well, make it a little frillier for the wife so she wants to come in here.
What about like some candles?
Absolutely. She is absolutely crazy about candles.
We need some nice sheets.
Okay.
All right? I'm thinking like the 600 thread count, Egyptian thread count type sheets. And what about some potpourri?
Absolutely.
We'll get that smelly stuff kicking in here. You know, make this room your sanctuary. I'm leaving this in your hands. She's not going to be sleeping on that recliner anymore.
I hope not.
I'm trusting you. It's all about you and your wife.
Okay.
The love is there. We just need the magic back.
We'll do it.
All right, go back to sleep.
I'm looking forward to spending some time in my bedroom with my wife.
But there's still miles to go before they sleep. The boys seem to be stepping up. The family is attacking the clutter, and Linda is out of the chair and on her way to the bedroom. But are the Nichols ready for the final challenge?
Nickel family, Kim and I have given you all our tips. But now it's time for your final challenge.
How long since your family have seen a clean, lovely home?
My grandchildren have never seen my house clean.
So do you think they'd like it tidied
I
up?
think they would love it.
Now it's time for your final challenge. We want you to have your entire family over here for a family reunion in a clean and spotless home. This is your final challenge.
We're up to it.
All right.
We'll do it.
My problem is, will they do it? They have got to do it. I do not intend to lose the battle. I never have, and I'm not doing it now.
But Kim and Mike's final challenge is creating some battles.
I threw out your friggin' styrofoam. No, you didn't.
You're
a f***ing idiot. Get out of here. What do you need it for? I spent 16 bucks on it. On the styrofoam. You gonna throw the rest down? No, those are the only two I can find so far. What do you need them for? Touch it. What do you need them for? You touch it again, I'm done.
Yeah, there's a lot of friction in this house between the brothers, and you start talking to them as kids and tell them to clean, and they put their backs up and you don't get anything out of them.
I feel like they're trying to take over my area, and I don't like that at all.
He's not cleaning, he's looking through all the paperwork and everything. At the rate we're going, he's going to be here till next Christmas, never mind this Christmas.
Because I'm not going to do it any other way. There's nothing you can do about it. Get in my room.
Don't be ignorant.
I'll be as ignorant as I want.
This is the trouble that we run into all of the time.
Coming up, with time running out on their final challenge, Mom makes a last-ditch effort to get David back on track. But will it go off the rails?
I could cry right now, David.
Mike and Linda were fed up with their messy house and their messy kids.
I just can't keep up with it anymore.
It's disgusting, and it's stopping now.
Kim and Mike have been working to help this family shape up and grow up, and they presented the Nichols with their final challenge, a family reunion.
My grandchildren have never seen my house clean.
But at the rate David's going, with less than 1 day left, the grandkids might have to wait even longer.
Don't be ignorant.
I'll be as ignorant as I want.
David's definitely got to let go. He's got to learn to get rid of some of the stuff. He clings on to things that should just be thrown in the trash.
And he will do it at his own pace.
And his pace is, it never gets done.
We're trying to get this thing done. I realize that this is your stuff, and you need to go through it.
Right now, we're looking to clean up the place.
One by one isn't going to do it.
I've been trying to help out around the house, but looking after my own stuff as well as everybody else's is just too much.
We need to clean. We don't have time for paper by paper by paper.
I completely agree with you.
Oh, I could cry right now, David. I didn't think going down that hall and into David's room would turn out very good. But just like that, he agreed with me.
I was disrespectful. I was ignorant. I was definitely not doing anything that I was supposed to be doing. That's changed. I love you, David. I love you too.
With just hours to go, David finally realizes the error of his ways and now joins the rest of the Nichols in their push to clear out the excess junk before welcoming their family to their clutter-free home.
I think the house is looking a lot better, probably the best I've seen it in several years.
And that's a good thing, because the clock is ticking and Kim and Mike are on their way. But before Kim and Mike and all the Nichol family arrive, Mike has a surprise for Linda.
That smells good. All I need is the wife now. So I'm set to go.
Oh, my. I love the candles. The potpourri.
I just put new sheets on here. Feel
Ooh.
Romance will have to wait, because everyone has arrived to see the house, but not before they witness the theater of shame.
Just in case you're tempted to go back to your old ways, you need a reminder. Come on, Mike.
This is the theater of shame, and this is what Kim and I walked into. The dungeon.
If they panned down, you'd see the floor and all the garbage. And the molding food.
The basement, formerly a room so crammed with junk, dirty dishes, and refuse that nobody besides David dared go in, has been transformed into a space that all the Nichols and their family and friends can enjoy.
Oh, this would be your kitchen.
You're not very impressed, are you, folks? Not that I blame you.
The kitchen, a room so overrun with extra dishes, bags, and junk that you couldn't even put a plate down, has been transformed into a room the whole family can share a meal in.
The master bedroom.
The master bedroom.
The love den.
The master bedroom, a room so messy and cluttered with junk that Linda slept in a chair for over 2 years, has now been transformed into a boudoir, fit for fantasy and escape.
Great transformation. Bottom line is, family and friends, everything has changed in this house.
And it's party time.
And the party begins with a tour of the Nichols' newly cleaned house.
Wow, what a difference. Unbelievable.
It is wonderful to have the kids and my grandchildren over today.
Oh, holy mother of God.
All the crap's off.
It was disgusted before, and now it's like a brand new home.
Cheers to you all.
Yes, cheers to the Nicol family.
Absolutely
Nice
smash
work.
it. Well done, Nichols. I'm
Absolutely.
very proud of you.
Cheers, cheers, cheers.
I noticed it when I woke up this morning and I wasn't waking up and standing in crud, that I was happier.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye, take care. Let's mess this place up.
I heard that.
She's in that bedroom again, and I'm enjoying it. I'm glad she's beside me.
This time on Kim's Rude Awakenings, the Hurd family, a creative bunch who can't seem to grow up. With the responsibility of 2 young children, these two have got their hands full.
It's never ending. No, it'll just get worse. It'll get worse.
The house is a playpen, the kitchen is disastrous, and nobody is willing to put in the work to clean it up.
I'm so overwhelmed that I don't know where to start.
And motivating Eric is gonna take some work.
I wouldn't say I'm handy. I'm not really into building things or fixing things. I really just don't care.
Kim and Mike could be in for a rude awakening of their own. Britain's Queen of Clean, Kim Woodburn, is traveling the world with lifestyle expert Mike Shalhoub on a very special assignment. Their mission, to identify, confront, and rehabilitate messy, disorganized families and bring pride back into their homes. This time, Kim and Mike are helping the Hurd family, comprising Mom Jessica, Dad Eric, 3-year-old Tessa, and baby Cole. The Hurds may be a young family, but by the look of things in this house, the laundry, bills, and boxes have been piling up for years.
When I look at the mess around, I desperately want to clean it, but I don't even know where to start.
With the responsibility of 2 young children, every room has become a problem. 3-year-old Tessa doesn't make things any easier.
I wasn't prepared for what kids bring. I had no idea that turned your life upside down.
The cluttered kitchen is maddening for stay-at-home dad Eric, who is making meals for himself and Tessa, as well as Jessica, who is a vegetarian.
I have to clean before I make anything. I need a surface, I need the stove, I need the sink. It's a frenzy.
And rather than try to deal with the problems in the kitchen, Eric spends his time in the basement playing guitar.
You know, my tools of the trade are artistically inclined.
You'd think because Jessica's a graphic designer, she'd be organized. But her methods are scattered at best.
Tables for me seem to become surfaces to put things. And so if there's a table that's empty, it's just crying out for something to be put on it.
The Herds are overwhelmed, and that's starting to affect everyone.
I feel horrible about it, and it weighs on my shoulders, and then the kids feel it because they know there's tension between their parents, so it affects the whole family.
And that's the Herd's big issue. For the sake of their kids, Eric and Jessica need to grow up and start taking their household responsibilities seriously. Kim and Mike are on their way to deliver the only logical solution to the Herd's list of problems. And it's gonna come in the form of a very rude awakening.
Good morning, Herd family.
Kim and I hear that you're acting like adolescents.
You no longer want to live as slobs. You're gonna grow up.
That's right, Herd family. This is your rude awakening.
How could they say that stuff about us?
Oh, man.
See you touching me again.
I'm trying to help you up the stairs.
Touching me all over me. Like a cheater. Hello? Who are you?
Tessa, come here.
What do you think?
It's a playpen.
Have you always been untidy in this house?
We had a baby, and then we moved into this house when our son was 3 weeks old, and things just kind of got crazy and chaotic.
It's important you change your ways. You've got 2 babies now.
I know. And that's the motivation for doing this, is that we have 2 kids, and we want to have an environment for them that's clean and healthy, and they can run around and play, and there's the motivation. Well, here's our...
Here's our what?
office, dining room area.
This is a dining room table, Kim?
Where do you eat?
Either on the couch or on the rocking chair.
And all the diapers, and
Wet
the wet wipes.
This is disgusting. Keep going.
Oh, the kitchen.
This is gross.
Aren't we the lucky ones?
How do they cook in here?
Oh, come on. Oh.
Yeah, this is the baby's room.
How old is the baby?
5 months. But he sleeps in our room right now.
Good job he does. Where else can he sleep?
Not here.
Every room in the Herd's home is a problem. Eric and Jessica need a dose of reality.
This house kind of reminds me of a frat house. It's very adolescent-y. We really need you to...
grow up.
This house is a complete disaster. Kim and Mike need to plan their attack.
They're great parents.
They are.
But they're just not very responsible.
They're a very young couple. They've both given up, haven't they?
What do you want to do?
I want to take the lady around and I want to teach her to organise herself and to put things away where they belong.
I'm going to take him and teach him how to be a little more handy around the house.
Mike, let's get together here. They're a lovely couple. Let's really try to help them. Between the 2 of us, we'll get them shipshape in no time at all.
With clutter all around, Tessa has no proper place to play, and she even tries to clean up the mess herself.
We have to clean up this.
I hate the fact that she has to work around the clutter. I don't think she likes it at all. I think it weighs on her mentally.
And that is leading to problems beyond their messy home.
Tessa started having kind of breathing problems, and I brought her to the doctor, and the doctor said, you know, it's stress. I'm thinking my 3-year-old has stress, and I wonder if the way that the house is has anything to do with that.
The Herd's disorganization is having a negative impact on their kids. It's time for the switch.
Now, in this switch, you are going to become Kim and I, and we're going to become you. We've given you a pair of stilettos, and you can change into a shirt and tie.
They are rather lovely.
Oh my goodness.
The goal is to clean up this room to create a better environment for your children.
And I have very, very high standards, so get on with it. No nonsense.
Kim and Mike have just dropped a bomb.
Grow up.
And the Herds are already starting to crumble.
Is it my responsibility to pick up after everybody else?
I can't move fast in these heels. I'm taking them off.
But this is only the start of headaches to come.
Right now, I don't feel much hope, honestly.
Good morning, Herd family.
The Hurd family is smack dab in the middle of a very rude awakening. Their big issue? For the sake of their kids, Eric and Jessica need to grow up and start taking their household responsibilities seriously. To get things started, Kim and Mike have issued the Hurds their first major challenge.
You are going to become Kim and I, and we're going to become you.
Let's get this party started!
I didn't put this here, and I didn't put any of this stuff on top of it. I don't have anything to do with them. Yeah, this does feel like being you guys.
Eric is already having problems facing the mess. And his mood isn't being helped by Kim and Mike's over-the-top antics.
All you do is make a mess. Oh, you're throwing your peels on the floor.
What's up, Judy? What?
I pick it up. This is why we don't have friends over. I'll have to clean up a few.
Eric and Jessica get the point. Now Kim and Mike need to give these two some guidance.
You can both move a bit faster, dear.
I can't move fast in these heels. I'm taking them off. They're absolutely horrendous.
So if you take them off, we're going to see you fly around, are we?
Faster than this.
Go on then.
Go on. I don't know how you function in those things.
Keep going.
Are you sorting or just throwing in there?
I'm putting everything in here that needs to go up to the bed.
Well done.
It's a struggle, but the room is getting cleared out. Despite the fact that Eric and Jessica can't seem to pull it together as a team.
All right, I'll be a team player.
Look about you.
I know, I can't believe it.
45 minutes. That's so little time, isn't it? Well done. You're really pulling your weight.
Jessica is starting to see the light. But Eric isn't happy with the progress so far.
There's just too much. It's like barely scratching the surface. Right now, I don't feel much hope, honestly.
The living room is a great start, but the kitchen, bedrooms, and dining room still need to be taken care of. Kim is helping Jessica get pointed in the right direction.
I went around the house.
And I gather there's a lot here, you see. For instance,
Where do we find that diaper? Living room, baby's room. In the hall, dear. Guess where I found that in the worst room you can have it in?
I'm thinking it was in the kitchen.
Yes! Oh, you knew that. We're going to clean that. That's horrible. You could use a wooden toothpick. You could use tweezers, whatever sharp. All you do is go through the bristle of it. Look. Oh, now watch. Oh. But you know, on a hairbrush, you can pick up bacteria, bugs, grease. In fact, have a smell of that.
Harry.
I've got just a washing up liquid, my love. All we need, lovey, is honestly that, because we're up to our eyeballs in soap bubbles.
Okay.
Into that, tea tree oil. Tea tree is a natural antiseptic. It kills bacteria. It's wonderful. And it certainly killed bacteria on a brush. I put about 7 drops in there. So I've got me a little bit of washing up liquid, and the tea tree, oh, it smells rather nice, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's soothing.
Ooh, blimey, that's done. I brought a bowl of just warm, clear water to get the soap off it. Summer day, put it on the windowsill. You can use that in about half an hour. Look, Deb, look.
It's lovely.
so I want to put all this back in here, you see, and you know what I say, a place for everything and everything in its place.
Put that where it belongs.
Okay, diaper, baby's room.
Oh, well done.
With the other diapers. It seemed more overwhelming at first, but once I started doing it, you kind of get into a groove. You want everything to be in the right room. There's a really good exercise to see what really belongs in the proper place.
On the other side of their home, Eric is dealing with his own set of problems. As the head chef in the Hurd household, this guy's got his hands full.
Typically, you know, I have to make a little bit of everything. And lately, I think because it's been so difficult to get around in here, I haven't been able to do that as much.
Mike is coming to the rescue to put some structure to the chaos.
I want to prepare this kitchen so it's spotless, so preparing food is very simple. Everyone gone fed and everyone is happy.
Sounds like a dream.
Well, it'll be a dream come true.
Yeah, all right.
We're gonna get you a little organized, okay?
Okay.
I'm gonna teach you a simple formula called PAVE.
Okay.
Plan ahead, visualize, and entertain. You're gonna plan ahead your meals. You're gonna visualize them on this board. And because Jessica is a graphic designer, she can make this a lot easier for Tessa to get involved by creating these words into icons. So she can say, Dad, I want this, this, and this. And then everything is done.
Sounds fun.
So we'll pick a starch.
Okay.
You'd have some chicken on the side that you can throw into the pasta. For your wife, tofu. And then we throw in a vegetable, peas. So there we go. We've planned ahead, we've visualized, and now we're gonna entertain. Because you're gonna cook, and it's gonna be very entertaining.
I have to take your word for it.
I hope so. Eric is on the right track with dinner, but when it comes to being handy around the house, he's still having a hard time.
Man, I hate this stuff. Absolutely hate it.
He can't hide his unhappiness when he's stressed out about something. If this situation doesn't get resolved, it would lead to much more tension in the marriage.
The problems continue to pile up.
Do you want me to do some, take a break?
No, I'm fine.
And this fairy tale is beginning to look more like a horror story. Eric and Jessica Hurd are attempting to clean up their act. Kim and Mike have been helping this young family to grow up and start taking their household responsibilities seriously. Eric and Jessica want to eat together as a family, but their dining room table is covered with junk and boxes litter every inch of the floor.
You don't even know everything that's in there. There's just a mishmash of stuff.
But the Rude Awakening has Jessica empowered, and she's finally ready to tackle the mess.
How are we going to start putting things in the proper room where they should be first? And then whatever doesn't have a room to go to will be going to the basement.
Even if things are put in their proper place, handiwork around the house is still a problem, and Eric doesn't have the skills to deal with it.
Tools and all that stuff. I'm not like, yeah, those are nice tools. Can't wait to get my hands on those to fix something.
Mike's plan is to help Eric get a little handier.
I need you to start learning how to build.
All right.
So I've supplied you with a tool box.
Nice.
Right?
Yeah, we could use that.
Just in case, because I don't want you to lose your pretty face, here are some bugs.
All right.
So we're gonna bang up this wall, and I want you to hammer, and I want you to screw, and I want you to get everything drilled into this wall, okay? Let's go.
How do you do this? I'm feeling really clumsy.
Let's hold that. Watch my finger. Beautiful. Now, screw. Okay, so now that we've mastered the drill and the hammer, let's hang up your daughter's art.
All right, let me give it a shot here. 61.
It looks like Eric is a little handier than he thought, but Mike's not done with this guy yet.
So do we get to crack open a beer now?
We're not cracking open a beer yet, so I'm gonna give you one more job. Your next job is to go upstairs into your son's room, and I want you to create a wardrobe. We have the things for you.
All right, sounds good.
Job well done.
In just a short time, Jessica has taken the dining area through a major transformation. Now Kim is helping her deal with the dirt that lies beneath.
Now, is this the table that your daughter eats on all the time?
One of the two, yes.
I will do this, you see. Now, I'm also going to scatter a few round, and then you, dear, can eat off this table raw. Well, you said it's spotless, didn't you?
Well, yeah, it's clean enough.
Well, if it's clean.
For putting a plate on.
Ah, we have it, don't we? You know darn well that table's not clean, don't you?
Well, I wouldn't put raw food on it, no.
But if your little girl was eating here and she dropped a bit of food on there, you know kids will.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm glad you've got the grace to blush. I'm glad. You should now really be getting all the bacteria out, warm soapy cloth with tea tree oil, or a lemon acid, get it out.
The veggies on the table, it's a little bit gross, but it did make me think about the fact that I wasn't cleaning it as well as I should be.
Now Kim is teaching Jessica how to get the table ready for a family meal.
I'll tell you what I'm doing. There's tannin in tea, and the tannin is this colour. I put 2 or 3 tea bags, that's sufficient. Look at the colour of it, same colour as the table. You've got a couple of baby marks, baby scratches, where the wood's slightly lighter. The tannin, as I wash the table with it, will disguise all that. And it will not harm your table. Now, having done that, use a paper towel, go on the grain, and that's anything you do gets cleaned on the grain. Oh, the table's not been cleaned for a bit, love, has it? Because I put tannin on it, which is in tea, I don't have to put polish on, because the tannin actually polishes as well. This is a microfiber duster. To every square inch, there is many more fibres to this duster than anything you'll ever use on the market. It's a wonderful polisher. Just look at it. Look at that damn shine.
It's blinding.
The Hurd's home is getting cleaner, but there's still clutter everywhere, and it seems like the kids have taken over every room.
I don't think it's working well for the kids. I don't think we have enough room. I don't think we have enough storage.
Mike has challenged Eric to solve the problem by assembling a wardrobe for his son.
I don't know which end is which. Is this the back or the front?
But Eric has avoided the everyday practicalities of family life for too long. And now he's dealing with what has become a very emotional journey.
It doesn't say anything about lips on here. I am gritting my teeth, grinding. I can't explain why. I just hate it. And I'm about to throw it all away. I really just don't care. It's just a pain in the ass. Man, I hate this. No, I want to burn. This is what I want to do. I don't enjoy putting stuff together, you know, and I just, it gets the best of me, you know. I don't know why. It's ridiculous.
I'm telling you, it's like trying to energize a corpse.
A man wants a clean house. That's why he can be motivated. I believe you can motivate him.
You're right.
You can't give up on these things,
We
can
won't.
you?
We won't give up. Let's go.
But it can be done, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it can be done. All right.
The progress has been slow, but everyone seems to be coming along. But Kim and Mike want to test how far they have really come.
We've got one last challenge for you. Only one now, Eric. Don't let him pull a face. We want you to gather as a family should round your table. We want you to bring a couple of friends in. Eric will do the cooking. Any advice you want, Michael, he's the expert on laying tables. We want to see you sit together at a table and make a habit of doing it. Little Tessa needs it now at this age.
I know, I'm just a little nervous.
What have you done today? Why are you nervous?
Well, she's just not used to doing it.
You've got to start sometime.
I know.
But if Jessica should be nervous about anyone, it's her husband, Eric. That's because he struggled with nearly every task throughout this rude awakening.
Isn't it okay to hate doing this and just be angry about it?
Now the fate of the final challenge lies in Eric's hands.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
The herds are running out of time.
The last time that I cooked for or entertained guests in this house, never.
Can they pull it all together? Don't count on it. For the sake of their kids, Eric and Jessica Hurd have been digging in deep to put their messy ways in the past.
Start with clothes.
Their final challenge?
We want you to gather as a family should round your table.
But for a family who needs to grow up and start taking their household responsibilities seriously, this is easier said than done. Before their rude awakening, the Hurd's home was hardly a place for social gatherings. And the mess was starting to affect Eric and Jessica's relationship.
If we wouldn't have called for help, Jessica and I would have had to deal with some pretty heavy-duty confrontation.
But the Hurds are learning that it takes little steps every day to keep the house tidy. And Eric is seeing that tackling small projects can be a rewarding experience for everyone.
Ooh, that looks good.
Once you get to the other side, you see some light. You know, it always helps, you know, brighten your mood.
In order to have any hope at the final challenge, the Hurds have devised a plan. Get Tessa involved in the dinner preparations.
I'm helping Papa clean up. I'm a grandpa.
And make her excited about sitting down for a meal with her family.
And then fold it over.
Another one.
And it's done.
Yeah, we have to flatten it like that.
She loves to help. You know, I mean, she's always like that. You know, kids generally, they just love to be involved.
Everyone's included and a part of the plan, and that's making a huge difference in the way that dinner comes together.
It's great. The biggest difference for me is that I didn't have to scoot a bunch of stuff out of the way just to start cooking.
As guests arrive, the transformation is nearly complete.
It's crazy. You can like walk in through that door. Oh, it's sparkly, huh?
With friends and family all around, it's clear that Tessa is thrilled to be a part of the process. And Eric, who has been reluctant throughout the entire rude awakening, is now smiling and happy with the results. And just so no one forgets the transformation they've undergone, Kim and Mike have prepared photographs on the wall of shame.
Family, we've things to show you. Now, folks, we're going to show you a horror story.
We call this the wall of shame.
Right. Now, any comments?
It's embarrassing.
What a dump.
That's what I remember. This is a new place.
Before, the living room was a jumbled mess of toys, baby items, and dirty diapers. But the family cleared it out, and now it's a restful area for everyone. The kitchen was piled high with dishes, papers, and clutter everywhere. With Kim and Mike's help, it's been overhauled to reveal a functional space that Eric can use with ease.
It's good. I love it.
And before their rude awakening, the bedrooms were in absolute disarray. Now Eric and Jessica's bedroom is clean and organized. The nursery is set up, and Tessa is showing everyone who the real rock star of the family is.
You all mucked in, didn't you? And you've done well. Eric, you were extremely unhappy, weren't you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, he did look a bit of a miserable soul when we came here. I've got to be honest with you, I was worried about him. Happier man?
For sure. I'm glad it's done, you know. I'm glad that we're at where we're at now and that we can kind of leave that behind.
Do you honestly think you'll keep this place tidy?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I like it clean in this house.
Yes, and for my kids especially.
All right. We're going to leave you with these photographs, aren't we?
I think it's time for us to go.
Kim's rude awakening has turned this family around. Tessa is stress-free, and Eric and Jessica are finally serious about their family, their home, and working together as a team.
It's like a weight off of our shoulders. Huge boulder-sized weight, so it's good.
Tessa has a lot more room to be herself and run around and play.
I know that we're both committed to doing it because it's for the sake of our kids and for our own sanity as well.
It's about our family. You know, as long as we're both working as a team and committed to it, it should be a piece of cake.